who I am and not being strangers, keeping the fake sun over me where the entity is indeed gang stalking. This is Southwest Airlines. This is the plane activity that's amplified inside of the library, maintaining serial flight while I'm inside of the venue. Southwest Airlines is hovering over the 280 North Lemon Apartments, tracking my steps, knowing exactly where I'm at, and that knowledge, the impossibility that the sun would be anywhere in San Diego today when I am showing it over me in San Diego, for example, at Fairfield, in San Diego, California, and then I go to the San Diego Police Department. But the Ontario Police Department are gangs by definition of the fake sun being over me at the same morning, where the demons whose license plate I read, speaking to the sexual violence, speaking to the conspiracy to murder me while they're gang stalking me at what is 215 EC Street, 224 North Euclid Avenue, where Delta Airlines is monitoring me, aiding this sex offender, this terrorist, Suppose you drive, who's gang stalking under the fake sun this morning at this address in Ontario, and Jason Isaac Fields, who's gang stalking me through the entity that's keeping me surrounded on his behalf, in concert with his sex partner Tracy Banks, these demons that are gang stalking as a way of theft. With the entity that's engaged in that pattern of conduct. 53609W3 is not ignorantly present over a phenomenon that is not going to be in any natural environment occurring in San Diego, California, outside of my window of my hotel room in San Diego, California, over the top of my head at that parking garage at Fairfield by Marriott in San Diego, California. 7TQT803 is again a demon that is stalking, and you see these demons stalking in helicopter. That's speaking to the San Diego Police Department, San Diego County, sharing in the criminal pattern of conduct that Jason Isaac Fields, a corrupt federal official, conspiring my murder and gang stalking in furtherance of obstructing justice, because this coward does not want to go to federal prison. And that's why to date I remain subject to this criminal system. This is also a demon in the way that these are all demons under a fake sun, and you are aware of that because the fake sun is on this day in 2024 at the same time remaining over me in San Diego, California, where there is no sun that would be at the same address like I'm documenting on a daily basis, and including what I'm doing in 2024. And the entities engaging what is stalking by definition. The demons that were stalking at the turn circle this morning are the same entity. These are demons that are stalking me specifically. That's why the fake sun is right over me at the same address. When they're driving away, they're not remaining under a fake sun, and there is no sun in a natural environment in San Diego. San Diego was stalking and monitoring me like they are in Ontario. 9PDM 627, and that's the prosecution. That's the federal imprisonment of the gang stalkers of the Ontario Police, who are going to be disbanded, and they're going to be disbanded for conspiring my murder with Jason Isaac Fields, so that this demon can avoid federal prison for stealing from me. Where he would engage in what is theft of a woman, causing what is the oppression of a woman that he wants to steal from. He literally wants to be me, and that's the same with his sex partner, Tracy Banks. This is mental illness shared by both of them because they are demon-possessed, and this demonic system of criminal monitoring is pursuant to that. This is the Ontario City Hall that's gang stalking, which is what San Diego is providing evidence against Paul Leon, who's being removed from office. This is the Ontario Fire Department, which is in the same plaza, 303 East B Street, which is providing evidence by San Diego, who is gang stalking as well. And this is how the entity is going to serve to show what the entire state of California is doing. And it's not amongst a bunch of strangers. You have what is Southwest Airlines that is gang stalking, tracking my steps, maintaining flight right here while the fake sun has not gone anywhere. Okay? And it's certainly not outside of the windows of Starbucks on this same street. But you know that Starbucks is gang stalking, because at no point would the sun ever be at the same time of year in San Diego, where they're engaging in what is committing a kidnapping, because the entity that's acting with Jason Isaac Fields, the federal government, is engaging in obstruction of justice. And that's why Ocean is going to federal prison, and so is Jason Isaac Fields. So are the demons of the Ontario Police Department. All right? This is P.O.C. This is an entity, 8YCD481, and it's also a demon. Monitoring my vagina, which is what Southwest Airlines is doing. That's a demon with their hazard lights on under a fake sun that's also in San Diego over me as I document that. Okay? That's the significance of what Suppose You Drive is doing, surrounding in the perimeter with light activity. This is the monitoring behavior, and it's the outward demonstration of mental illness. This is the corrupt system. The police are relying on this. The police are requiring the presence of the people of the state, who are the cockroaches pacing all around in the engineered environment. And it's the same with the entity that is gang stalking with the corrupt establishments that are gang stalking, such as what the OVITT Family Community Library is doing inside. License 9MGP375 is engaging in federal stalking, and this is a comprehensive system of surveillance that remains. And the fake sun is in the same position that it is at 10:13 in the morning, and this is the entity that is engaging in that. This is government conduct. This is the San Diego Police Department and the Ontario Police Department that are gang stalking. You're looking at the fake sun that's in this position at 10 o'clock in the morning. You're also witnessing mental illness while they gang stalk you. These are demons, and they maintain that perplexed appearance appearance, you're going to look at the specific environment and prosecute accordingly. 9 MPG 375, there's no coincidence of the pattern of conduct. That's mentally ill psychopathic behavior while they're threatening your life and conspiring with the federal government while they're supposed to be under the guise of anonymity. All right, that act does not work. And not only that, that act is going to serve as a diagnosis for mental illness. The actually mentally ill are stalking under a fake sun. The actually mentally ill are stalking with methods of light activity. The actual mentally ill population are stalking with amplified noise. The actual mentally ill population are stalking as a whole entity. All right, and monitoring things like genitalia, doing things like stalking with impossible light. That's the mentally ill population. This is P.O.C. It's currently 2:17 p.m. and this is 215 East C Street, where the fake sun is, as you know, that you've seen reflecting off of this window, meaning it's still here after 6 p.m., which is also on video, and it's not going to be in San Diego, California. Paul Leon, gang stalking right here at the Ontario City Hall, is being removed from office. This is P.O.C. All right, it is currently 2:17 p.m.